Arsenal have signed Kai Havertz for £65 million and he's going to be on £220,000 a week, which will put him in the top two highest earners at Arsenal. For what? For what reason are we buying this guy? Yeah, smashing our second transfer record to make him our highest earning, our highest transfer ever for a player at Arsenal, the second highest, only to Nicolas Pepe. Why are we smashing records for? Why are we actually breaking the bank for a Kai Havertz that has flopped at Chelsea, hasn't been good enough, and now all of a sudden he's going to be the second highest earner at Arsenal? Is that good enough? What has he done to show that he should be the second highest earner at Arsenal at £220,000 a week? The only person that will be earning more at Arsenal Football Club will be Jesus, that is on £265,000. He'll be earning more than Thomas Partey. Why is he earning more than Thomas Partey? Thomas Partey that came here after Atleti, after being pivotal for them winning major honours. Havertz weren't pivotal. Havertz has always been an up and down player. He's going to be earning more than Thomas Partey, more than Bukayo Saka. That year in, year out is showing why he should be a starter, showing that he is good enough. His stats, his goals and assists have gone up a level. Saka's only on £195,000 a week. How is Kai Havertz better and should be earning more money than Saka and Thomas Partey? On what basis? What has this guy done? Last season, he scored 7 goals. And this Fino da Puta is now coming to my club. I'm not backing this. I'm not for this. And it's an absolute disgrace. And I'm going to get into exactly all the reasons why I don't want Kai Havertz here at Arsenal Football Club. And I'm not celebrating this. Once again, doing the same pucaria, the minimum to actually get over the line, world-class players. We were promised with Champions League football, we can attract world-class players. Kai Havertz, for me, is not good enough. We've been told that we are ahead of schedule. Sorry, Kai Havertz, to me, stinks of phase 3 or phase 2. Once again, going for a player that could develop, could improve under this manager. Not a player that is already world-class and is already going to get us over the line. Is he going to be better than Jesus? No, he's not. Jesus is levels above Havertz. Yeah, if you play him as a striker, he's not better than our main striker. So clearly, in that position, he doesn't play over Jesus. Is he better than Odegaard? Odegaard isn't the bar, but Odegaard had 15 assists last season. Is he better than him? No. So we're paying £65 million for a bench player. Is that good enough? Is that the standard? Yeah, because last time I checked with this phase 3 and phase 4, well, as we're going through all these phases, shouldn't the level of players that we get in improve as well? Havertz is another player that no one can actually tell me what he's exceptional at, what's his best position, and that is the player that we're going for. This is the level that we're at. We were second last season, yeah? An improvement on that is either winning the league or winning the Champions League. Either one or the other. Is Kai Havertz going to be the reason why we win the Champions League? Is he going to be the player and the reason why we win the Premier League? No, he doesn't start over any of our starters. He don't start over Odegaard and he don't start over Jesus. So why are we paying £65 million? More than we paid. I think that's more than we paid for Aubameyang. More than we paid for Lacazette. These are all players that were deemed not good enough, which I'm going to get into. We're going to get into because when you start smashing records and you bring in players to your team that become your second highest signing or your third highest signing or your first highest signing, you smash your record. Then there's high expectations. And we're going to go into some of the stats and we're going to go into some of the things of certain players that we smashed transfer records for and what they delivered on their best season for Arsenal, and that was deemed not good enough. Yet Kai Havertz is unable to even back 20 or 19 goals for Chelsea, yet we're smashing the transfer record, the second transfer record of ours, to bring this guy through. Explain to me how that makes sense. And automatically he becomes our second highest earner. Based off of what? It makes no sense. What is he bringing to this club, to this team, that justifies us going out there and getting this deal over the line? The players that we should be signing, we're not. But this is what we're doing. Absolute joke. An absolute joke. I'm not with none of this pucaria. It's an absolute disgrace. Yeah, absolute disgrace. We signed Nicolas Pepe for £72 million. Yeah. Should we get into Nicolas Pepe's stats? Let's get into it. Yeah. And then you're going to understand exactly why I'm vexed. Because it's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to be spending £65 million on a bench player that ain't good enough and may come good. Absolutely disgusting. Nicolas Pepe, his best return, when we smashed the transfer record for Nicolas Pepe, £72 million, 29 appearances in the Premier League, 10 goals and 1 assist in the Premier League. In the Europa League, 13 appearances, 6 goals and 4 assists. And that was deemed not good enough. That was deemed not good enough. So why all of a sudden is it that Kai Havertz, that's only scored 7 goals, is deemed good enough? Explain that pucaria to me, because no estoy entender esa merda. Explain that crap to me, yeah, because I'm not understanding it, yeah? How can Pepe have 10 goals and 1 assist in the Premier League, 6 goals and 4 assists in the Europa League, not deemed good enough after smashing our transfer record for him, but yet Kai Havertz, that has worse stats this season, worse stats at Chelsea, is deemed good enough at 60 to 65 million pounds. Make that stuff make sense. The standards are up here. When you're smashing records and going out there and paying the big money, I'm expecting big return. Chelsea have never had a big return. This guy's had a whole lifeline out of scoring a goal in the Champions League. He's never been consistent. He's never been prolific. He's never been somebody that creates a bag of opportunities and is a mass creator and creates loads of assists. What does this filo da puta bring? I'm actually pissed off. And the more you go through the players that we broke transfer records for and their returns, and you put it against Kai Havertz, 7 goals and a couple of assists, it's not good enough. It ain't good enough. As I said, Nicolas Pepe wasn't deemed good enough with those stats. And it shouldn't be deemed good enough because that wasn't good enough. 10 goals in the Premier League and 6 goals in the Europa League isn't good enough for a player that we broke our transfer record. But I'll tell you what, 7 goals from Kai Havertz next season still won't be good enough because I'm not paying that level of money, missing out on players like Caicedo, missing out on players like players like Declan Rice to get this bottom in, yeah, to then underperform. When you're coming in with the big money, there's big expectations. Nicolas Pepe deemed not good enough. Let's get into the next player that we broke a transfer record for. Alexandre Lacazette, another player that we, at the time, smashed the transfer record for. What was his best season at Arsenal? Let's look at his stats when we bought him in for round about 50-odd million pounds. 32 appearances in the Premier League, 14 goals, 5 assists. Europa League, 4 games and 3 goals. Yeah? And that was deemed not good enough for a player that we've paid 50-odd million pounds for. So less than the Kai Havertz. Yeah? But he had double the goals on that season, his best season at Arsenal. Double the goals of Kai Havertz and roughly thereabouts in terms of assists, playing up front. And that wasn't deemed good enough. And it shouldn't be deemed good enough because at this club, the standard should be win the league or win the Champions League. Yeah? I've just named 2 players, Lacazette and Nicolas Pepe, that have outperformed Kai Havertz, yeah, in terms of stats, while being at Arsenal compared to Havertz being at Chelsea, yet they weren't good enough because we break the transfer record and it weren't good enough. The return on them and the investment wasn't good enough. This club never learns. It's always the same. Pucaria. Somos fodia cabeza, mesma pucaria. Say going out there and going and getting the elite players and the world-class players that will get over the line. It's the same old crap. And I'm sick and tired of it. Pepe wasn't good enough. Lacazette wasn't good enough. Why the hell is anyone going to believe that Kai Havertz is good enough? And you know what? They can't spin it, which is why they always come up with the same pucaria about, oh, if Arteta wants him, then I want him. Go vai tu mano curso filo da puta. No one is going to justify to me that this guy is good enough because he is dead. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it. This club does the bare minimum. The bare minimum. The players that we should be going and throwing money out, Declan Rice, Caicedo, Osimhen or Ivan Toney, we don't. And then we go and splurge money on players that are not good enough and then hang on to them for 5, 6 years, way too long, and then get rid of them for peanuts. We are not recouping the money that we paid for. We were the only club. Is there a surprise? We are the only club that were in for Havertz. Nobody else was serious. Nobody else was putting down proper bids and actually going in and putting down a serious bid to talk to this guy. Only us. Yeah, because easy deals is what Edu does expertly. Yeah, as soon as it's a proper deal, where there's no freebies, there's no undercutting, pay the big money or get lost, all of a sudden we can't do it. There's another player, because for all them Arsenal fans, but he can play in the midfield. Maybe he can do a job for us in the midfield. So filo da puta. I don't want this marica at the club. He ain't good enough. He ain't better than what we got. And what we got still ain't the level because we bottled the league and we bottled top 4 last season. Go and get me world-class players. But listen, even if you want to compare him to, we can play him as a midfielder. He can play in the midfield. Why don't we put him in the midfield? Cool. Let's go to Aaron Ramsey, another player that was deemed not good enough at this club. Yeah, another player that was deemed not good enough at this club. Let's look at his best. Let's look at his stats. Right, 2013-14 Premier League, 23 appearances, 10 goals, 9 assists. Champions League, 6 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, this is a Aaron Ramsey that won us the FA Cup. The FA Cup, yeah. Before anyone wants to underplay the FA Cup, this whole fan base was twerking over this manager winning 1 FA Cup. Aaron Ramsey helped us win multiple FA Cups, and he wasn't good enough. And I agree with the club that Aaron Ramsey wasn't good enough because we needed better, which is why we wasn't winning major honours. Is Kai Havertz going to come to Arsenal and at least do as good as Aaron Ramsey did back in the day? Is he going to get 10 goals and 9 assists? Because I don't see it. I don't see him doing those kind of numbers at Arsenal. I don't think he's good enough. The point that I'm making is, if for Nicolas Pepe, 14 goals and a couple of assists, yeah, in his best season was deemed not good enough for a player that we broke a transfer record for, why are we doing the same crap in going and getting Havertz that didn't even have half the reputation that Pepe had when we went and got him from Ligue 1? If another player in Alexandre Lacazette that we smashed the transfer record for, went and got, paid 50 odd million pounds for, comes here and his best season is 14 goals and a couple of assists, still deemed not good enough, and eventually we had to move him on. Why is it that this club is doing the same crap and going out there and getting Kai Havertz? It makes no sense. If Aaron Ramsey can help us to win multiple FA Cups, yeah, and his best season return is 10 goals and 9 assists, why is it that Arteta is looking at flipping Havertz and saying, oh yeah, esse filo da puta is the guy that I need. Let's go into more than half the transfer budget that we've got for this summer, and let's go get that filo da puta. Forget Caicedo, forget Declan Rice. I'm so sick and tired of it. It's negligence of the highest order. I've seen this club be negligent in the transfer window instead of going out after the right targets. Like when we got Xhaka instead of getting Kante. I'm so sick of it. It's the same old crap year in, year out. I've not seen anything in this transfer window to make it seem that this club has changed. They're not changing. They're not going in for the major targets. They're turning away from Caicedo. They're not putting serious bids down for Declan Rice, allowing our rivals to then start looking at Declan Rice. It's an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace. And this build-up that Edu and Arteta, once the transfer window is done, I want the both of you gone and out of this club. I'm done with this. I'm sick and tired of it. By the time we're phase 4, how many phases is it in this phase? I don't even know. But phase 4 of a phase 5 project, is it? Probably, I don't know. The super fans can let me know. I don't know how many phases there are in this dead club to actually go out there and win major honours. I don't know at what point we can actually go out there and actually win major honours. But I would be expecting at phase 4, finishing second in the league, I'm expecting world-class additions to this club. Yeah? And players that come in that put the starting 11 players on the bench. Not this pucaria, this lixo of going out there and getting another player that is a project player. And let's go through some of the project players. Yeah, let's go through some of the project players with Arteta. Since everyone loves to talk like Arteta is so amazing at turning over players. When we first got Arteta, people were saying, oh, Sterling became the player he became because Arteta was in the coaching team for Man City, and he's the one that got the best out of Sterling. Cool. When he came to Arsenal, how come he couldn't do the same crap with Pepe? Because I tell you what, Pepe's a better finisher than Sterling. Overall, Sterling's a better player, but Pepe, in terms of finishing, the range of finishing from Pepe is elite. The only thing is he dabbles on the ball way too much. How come he couldn't transform him into a world-class player? If he's so good at transforming players into world-class players, yeah, and getting the best out of players, how come Arteta can't get the best out of Nicolas Pepe? How come he couldn't do that? How come he couldn't get the best out of Aubameyang? He deemed him not good enough, but he was the only striker that's actually produced him any silverware. How come he couldn't get the best out of Aubameyang? How come he can't get the best out of Lokonga? He's already deemed not good enough. How come Nuntavaj is already deemed not good enough? Why can't he get the best out of Nuntavaj? Why can't he get the best out of Tomiyasu? Why can't he get the best out of Cedric? Why can't he get the best out of Tina Turner? Why can't he get the best out of Rob Holding? Why can't he get the best out of Fabio Vieira? Why can't he get the best out of Eddie Nketiah and turn him into a world-class player? I'll tell you why. Because if Filo da Puta is not elite, he's not good enough, and these Arsenal fans carry on disrespecting Ancelotti's, Simeone's of this world, world-class managers, even managers like Jose Mourinho, even on his decline, even on man's decline, Man can still win more in Europe and domestically than this bum Arteta. I'm so sick and tired of it. This deal, from all the reports, is Arteta pushing it that we go out there and buy this player. So this is on his head. And I want Game of Thrones settings, chop his head. I'm talking figure. I'm not talking practically. I'm talking about his job. Chop him from his job when this goes to shit. Because I'm telling you right now, there's nowhere to hide anymore. There is nowhere to hide. If this phase is about improving next season, I'm expecting to win the league. Yeah? Even City's bench player and Alvarez had more goals than Havertz. That is the level we're going up against. Alvarez over there at City is a baller. But because they got Haaland, the machine, even he barely gets a game. This is what we're going up against. And we're going to be relying on Havertz. Relying on Havertz. Yeah? These are the players that this guy is bringing in. We got Jorginho, a player that is dead, ain't good enough. His leadership skills wasn't good enough to get us over the line last season. But a lot of people, Jorginho. What are people saying about Jorginho? That filo da puta came in January. After January, we bottled the league. So ain't no one telling me nothing about Jorginho. And bear in mind, people, make sure you're liking and subscribing. Hit the like button because I'm going to be going through you lot's comments today. Like I said, every time you sign a player, I will do at least minimum 40-minute live, and I'll go through your lot's comments. So every other day today is 10 minutes, but it is what it is. But I'm not having it. I am not having it. There's too many players that have come to this club that have been duds, and Arteta's not got the best out of them. And these are the players that this fan base group up and say, oh, it's a light squad. But when we could have actually kicked off and actually said something about it, yeah, in the summer, yeah, before we even hit January, oh no, it's a 10 out of 10 window. It's 10 out of 10 windows. The summer window was a 10 out of 10. January transfer window, 10 out of 10. I'm not hearing it. Jorginho is not the player that he was. We're carrying him. Havertz now is another player that we're going to have to be carrying him. We now have to adjust the team to fit Havertz because he's a liability. That is not the level of player that I want to bring into this club. Yeah? I want someone like Ivan Toney that is a guaranteed starter. More goals than Jesus. Certain games Jesus can play, but we've got a killer. We have to play the killer. Certain players that come in and straight away they're starters. There's none of this, oh, what position are we going to be? How are we going to squeeze him into the team? I don't want to squeeze. Bro, I squeezed the last bit of when I'm squeezing some fresh juice, that's the only thing I'm squeezing. You know what I mean? That is the only thing. I'm not trying to squeeze in no player that's supposed to be getting me over the line in a phase 4, phase 5 project to win major honours. These feels that puta do the bare ass minimum. Maddison would be a guaranteed starter at this club. Declan Rice, guaranteed starter at this club. That is how you improve your team. You don't go out there and say, oh, this player, oh, maybe we can create him into something. No, I'm not hearing none of that. That was phase 1. That phase 1, you're doing it, whatever. I didn't want this manager, whatever. But now we're in phase 4 and we're still getting project players. Yeah? Marquinhos, we brought him in straight away. We loaned him out to Norwich, yeah? Because he needs to develop. Yeah? Why are we not getting players that are starters? Because we need starting players that are good enough to push us, to get us over the end. It ain't good enough. Fabio Vieira, another project player. Another project. Give him a couple of years. Yeah, non Tavares. Oh, loan him out straight away after a couple of months. Why? Because he needs to develop. Kivior's come in. Straight away ain't ready. Ain't even as good as Rob Holding. And Rob Holding needs to get sacked. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm cansado dessa porcaria. Yes, you feel that cara chimba, cara mierda of Edu doing the fucking bare minimum every fucking time. I'm sick and tired of it. Go out there and get me some fucking serious players, man. Fucking Havertz. Fuck Havertz. I'm not backing this filo da puta at all. He ain't good enough. I don't see nothing. He ain't techie. He ain't a clinical finisher. He isn't creative. This filo da puta, I'm not backing him at all. And I'm so happy that when I went to the Arsenal tour, for the stadium tour, I'm so happy I didn't even buy a keychain. Didn't even buy a keychain. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? These filos da puta, you're trying to finesse me, yeah? What? You don't want to spend the money? I ain't spending the money. I ain't buying a new shirt. I ain't buying the merch. I ain't buying the flip-flops. I ain't buying the pajamas. I ain't buying the flipping coasters. I ain't buying the Arsenal mugs. I ain't buying none of that shit. You know what I mean? Get your merch and shove it up your ass. I'm not buying none of it until you lot start flipping fix up and get me some real players. This is taking the piss. Since when, yeah? Since when? Bro, when Berbatov went from Spurs to Man United, did you see Spurs fans celebrating? When we got Sol Campbell from Spurs, was Spurs fans celebrating? That tells you everything. The fact that Chelsea fans are out there twerking, they're having the time of their life doing the shmoney dance. They're getting the tourage, they're getting the card now, they're getting the barbecue set, they're partying, having a great time. Tells you everything about this player. Everything about this player. Do you know what I mean? But now, we think it's all the Arsenal fans I'm seeing online all trying to turn this into some positive. Why are Chelsea fans more than happy to let him go? When we went and got Willian, were Chelsea fans kicking up arms? No, because they knew he was shit. And when he came to Arsenal, he confirmed it. When we got Peter Cech from Chelsea, yeah, were Chelsea fans kicking up arms? Nah, they got Courtois, they were good, they're easy. They didn't care. Then he came to Arsenal, proved exactly why they didn't give a shit. When we got Welbeck from Man United, were Man United fans up in arms, saying, how the hell can the club allow him to come to Arsenal? Nah, they were like, yeah, easy, take him. And then we soon found out exactly why they didn't care to hold on to it. Yeah, when we got David Luiz from Chelsea, were they up in arms saying, oh, why are they getting David Luiz? No, they were chilling. They're like, yeah, have him, pay full price. We don't care, take him. Absolute joke, man. Absolute joke. This club only buys rival players when they're past their peak or when they're actually not good enough and the club is actually giving us incentives to go and buy them. Only Arsenal Football Club, the most banter club in this country, the most banter club in this country. I don't care. I'm not even including, yeah, Tottenham, because to me, they're not a top team. They're not a top team. They are not. They've never consistently won major honours. For me, they're not a top team. Arsenal is the biggest banter club in this country. Based off of our history, our stature in this club, we are the biggest jokers in this country. And no one can go and tell me nothing. And anyone trying to tell me anything about Kai Havertz, yeah? Tell me exactly why Pepe was deemed not good enough, Lacazette was deemed not good enough, Aubameyang was deemed not good enough. Yeah? Why are these players not deemed good enough? Because most of them, their stats are better than Kai Havertz, and they weren't good enough to take us to the levels that we needed to. But all of a sudden, we are going back to getting mediocre players, yeah, at stupid money. It just doesn't make any sense. We've already blown enough money on Kivior, enough money on Fabi Vieira, £35 down the leash. You know what I mean? We should have paid with him. We're flipping toilet paper, bro. Toilet paper, bro. Not pound, not flipping pound notes. With toilet paper. That guy was trash. You know what I mean? I'm done out here. I'm done with this crap. I'm sick and tired of it. And the excuse will be again, but it's a young squad. This is a light squad. Edu and Arteta has the ability to go out there and nullify all the reasons why we didn't win the league last season. We got a young squad. Go and get me proven players that are in their peak. Yeah, 25 upwards. Oh, we got a light squad. Go out there and get a bag of first starting players and put the majority of these players on the bench. Why didn't you go out and do that? Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. We're getting rid of Xhaka, but yet we're not going to go and get Caicedo. We can't get Declan Rice over the line, but then we're going to rely on Jorginho, somebody that cannot defend. How many times he could not play the CDM, bro? Yeah, but it doesn't matter because even if Partey will just let Partey go, Xhaka will let Xhaka go, we'll rely on Jorginho and maybe get Declan Rice. If Declan Rice gets injured, oh, well, it doesn't matter because we've got El Nene, and El Nene that's never, ever taken us to the promised land. And El Nene, that with 10 games to go last season, yeah, 10 games to go last season, helped us bottle getting top 4. And this season, once again, when called upon, when relied on, even in Europe and the Europa League, showed exactly why he ain't good enough, yeah? And that's why players like El Nene and Rob Holding will never kick up a fuss because these filhos da puta know they're not good enough. Yeah? Eu tô cansado. Eu tô por aqui. Já tô cansado dessa merda. This is disgraceful. This club, yeah, is finished. This club is finished, bro. Finished. Even, bro, you know how this club is finished. Even Cecil on AFTV I saw today, even Cecil couldn't spin this into a positive. Robbie was going, I'm so vexed. Robbie was even trying to spin it into, but you know, look at certain players that left Chelsea, like Salah, like De Bruyne, and people said they weren't going to work out. Bro, what about Drinkwater? Yeah, it's so convenient to mention them too, but how many players at Chelsea have flopped? What about Drinkwater? What about them players there? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just look at the good. And this is the thing, yeah? It's blind positivity all the time at Arsenal. Blind positivity. It's all easy to name them two. What about Lukaku? Did Lukaku do well at Chelsea? Yeah? Did Drinkwater do well at Chelsea? Do you know what I'm saying? There's bare players that gone to Chelsea that ain't done well enough. So what's he talking about? What is he actually talking about? But this is what I'm saying. It's all about delusion. And you know what, yeah? For once, Cecil's actually speaking some facts, yeah? Because, listen, I don't listen to nothing Cecil says. From time when we were halfway through the season, the man printed Arsenal top of the league, the table at that moment in time on a T-shirt and the season wasn't over. Bro, I won't listen to nothing that man's got to say, yeah? But even Cecil goes, Robbie, I'm sorry. I can't back this guy. I can't back this merda. I can't, bro. There's no positives in this signing. I cannot see it. Robbie's like, oh, yeah, but if Arteta wants him, then nobody. Bro, get out of it, bro. So filo da puta, get out of it with this weak-mindedness. Are you not your own man? Could you not think for yourself? What do you mean if Arteta wants him, then I want him? Arteta wanted Fabio Vieira. Arteta wanted a bag of man that I just reeled off, yeah? Easily, light work, that have flopped, that are not good enough. So at the end of the day, I've seen top managers, yeah? Even Arsene Wenger, even in his prime, not all players worked out. Not every signing worked out. So who the fuck is Arteta that I have to back every decision that this guy makes? This guy's made, in 2 years, this guy's made the decision to bottle all the flipping cups and focus on the Premier League. And in both times, we flopped the league. Both times, in both years, we have failed the objective. But yet, all of a sudden, we should be listening to Mikel Arteta and he knows best. So how come Mikel Arteta didn't know at the start of the season that this was a light squad and in January we needed to go out there and actually improve the bench because the bench was disgraceful? How come he didn't know that? Yeah? How come he didn't know that? But nah, all of a sudden, all these Arsenal fans, when it comes to players like Havertz, where they know they can't spin it into this toxic, positive buffgaria, yeah? It's, oh, well, if he wants him, then I want him. Really? If he's Mystic Meg, yeah, this better work out. Because if it doesn't work out, it is done. The test is done. He's gone over £500 million and he's still, in 3 years, unable to produce us any trophies in 3 years. Pathetic. Not good enough. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And for me, yeah, I just don't understand, yeah, how this can be a positive. I don't understand. If we are tight for money, yeah, this is what I don't understand with Arsenal fans, yeah, why they don't call out the club. If you don't have much money, clearly then you have to use your money intelligently, right? So if you've got 200 million, you know we haven't overhauled the midfield. Why would you not go for Casemiro? Why would you not go for Caicedo, and Declan Rice, players that are proven that they can do it consistently and are top players that are going to give you guarantees? Because just like Arsenal fans love to say, we can't go out there like when Man City did, get Bravo as a goalkeeper, sell him, and then go get another goalkeeper for extortionate money. So when you spend money, spend it on quality, yeah? Because if you buy crap, you buy twice. And this is the exact same thing that we've been seeing consistently, yeah? Tomiyasu, Cedric, yeah? We bought them. Now, all of a sudden, bought them on the cheap. We need another right back. Because the only right back that we spent good money on, which was Ben White, we spent 50 mil, is the only one that's working out. But now we need another right back because the other two cheap options haven't worked out. We bought Fabio Vieira on the cheap, hasn't worked out. We need another number 10. We extended Eddie Nketiah's contract, yeah, to save money so we didn't have to go out there and actually spend money, yeah. And now we need another striker, yeah. Who else? Who else is there? Kivior. We now need another centre back, and now we're linked to another centre back, yeah, in Timber. Why? Because we did a cheap option and going and getting Kivior, and now we need another centre back because he ain't good enough. Am I the only one that's seeing this? We get Zinchenko on the cheap, a little favour, a little backhander from Man City. Yeah, has he been good enough? No, he hasn't. And now we need another left back because every time we go and do this cheapskate thing, it don't work. Show ambition and go out there and buy a player that's actually going to push us forward. I'm done. I'm actually done with it. This club is an absolute fucking disgrace. This club, yeah, should be fucking folded. This club is not about winning. And the fan base are a replica of that. They get triggered by people like myself that actually come out here and say the standard is about winning. I grew up seeing league doubles. The standard football is about winning. That's why we got trophies. That is why, yeah, there are medals in football, in sport, because it's about winning. The sport is about winning. But These Arsenal fans only want to associate themselves with winners when it comes to the nicest car. They want a Merc or a Beamer. Why don't you start flossing with a Citroen? Why don't you start? Why? Because you want to be next to a brand that's winning, that's successful, that is the best. Yeah? Why don't these Arsenal fans are always twerking for mediocrity? Why don't you, instead of buying Jordans, why don't you go online and buy some, go buy some Jordans, or go buy some high-tech trainers, or go buy some dead-ass trainers like that? Why do you do? No, but you want to be around Jordan. What was Jordan? What was the premise of Jordans? Would Air Jordans be what Air Jordans became if Michael Jordan finished 4th every year and celebrated it like, oh, that is the greatest accomplishment ever? Would he be Michael Jordan? No, he wasn't. The reason he's got the most successful trainer, the best basketball deal, is because he was the best. He was the best and he constantly won. Yeah? Why don't these Arsenal fans go out there, instead of buying Kenzo and buying Fendi, yeah, and buying all this stuff, why don't you go and get some t-shirt, I don't know, made by some local guy that nobody knows, and make that nobody knows, and it's an upcoming brand? These Arsenal fans chat crap because I see them on the lives, I see them on, bro, they talk out their ass in every other aspect of their life. They like winning stuff. They want a Mac laptop. Why don't you go get some bummy laptop? Some Toshiba or something. I'm not saying Toshiba's a bummy laptop, but it's the first one that came to my mind. Why don't you go get a Toshiba? No, you want a Mac. You want the best. You want all the best. But you don't want the best for your own football club. You want the best in everything else. TV, laptop, trainers, clothes, jackets, chains, everything. The best. But when it comes to your club, you don't want the best. When it comes to your club, oh, the bare minimum is good enough. It don't make no sense. Yeah? As long as you got some drippy flipping, bruv, I'm done. Let me get into the comments. Let me get into the comments because I'm sick and tired of this. I'm actually sick and tired of this. Listen, people, big up. Make sure you hit the like button, people. There's 91 in the building right now. And listen, I'm about to throw the Chinelo and give you some Angolan discipline if you don't hit the like button right now. Because I'm telling you right now, it's Kai Havertz, Edu, and Vinay were all in front of me. I'll be throwing this slipper, giving them some taste of my flipping childhood. Maybe it'll knock some sense into them because I'm sick and tired of it. Sick to death. What's good, North Side, bro? Big up, bro. Listen, nothing ain't good, bro. It's a dark day. Dark day. Don't expect anything because this is exactly what's going to happen for the rest of the transfer window. We're going to do the bare minimum. We're not signing any world-class players. We're not going to attack the light squad. And none of these fans are going to come out here and say what I said because as far as I've seen, I'm the only one that's compared the amount of money that we spent and the expectation from a player that's breaking our one of our transfer records, yeah, becoming our second highest transfer ever for a player at Arsenal, and then comparing the players that we broke transfer records for, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Pepe, and you look at their stats, you look at Havertz's stats, make it make sense, yeah, because this guy better deliver. If this field up Porta is not getting me at least, if he's playing a striker, he better get me at least 20 goals. It's not good enough because Lacazette had 14 goals and deemed not good enough got sold. Aubameyang, I mean when he joined one winning the Golden Boot. You know what I'm saying? I remember Aubameyang carrying this club. I remember when Aubameyang was the only one that was clinical at this club, yeah, and kept us thereabouts. He was the only one. I remember those times, yeah, and he was deemed not good enough. Kai Havertz, you better perform, bro. Better perform. And if you're in the number 10, well, last season Odegaard got 15 goals. 15 goals, and I think something like 10 assists or something like that. You better be outperforming that because we didn't pay 60 odd million for Odegaard, and that guy's dead and he's getting stats like that. So he better be outperforming Odegaard. I'm not listening to no Bugatti. I'm not listening to none of it. I'm not having it. Today I wasn't even gonna do a live. I'll be wrong. I wasn't even gonna do a live. I'm here sweating, thinking, fuck these man. These men don't care about me. I'm gonna have a cigarette. After this, I'm gonna have a cigarette because I'm sick and tired of this mediocrity bullshit. Sick of it at Arsenal, man. Fucking losers. This club is run by losers, supported by the majority that support this club. The majority are fucking losers. Fucking losers. Never going out there and actually demanding the best. So it's the bare minimum. Havertz, Declan Rice, Lavia, Timber, and maybe 1-2 is what is looking like we may end up with. Well, I'll tell you that now. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Sorry, not good enough. Havertz, I'm not even counting him. Declan Rice, good. Lavia, very good. Timber, it's a bit sus. We don't know. We don't watch. The majority of us don't watch Dutch football. So let's not act like some experts, because we're not no experts in that league unless you're Dutch. You ain't watching the Dutch league. Best believe, even me, I didn't know much about Fabi Vieira, and I am Portuguese, and I only watch Benfica. I don't sit there watching the Portuguese league, and I am Portuguese. So no one can chat shit to me. Timber is a maybe, and one or two more. No, we still need a world-class striker. We still need a winger. We still need Caicedo. We still need a right back, and we still need a left back. So for me, nah, bro, we need a lot. We need about 6 to 7 players. I'm telling you, the standard is about winning. Yeah, it's not about, oh, if we can just about make top 4, if we can be thereabouts in the conversation. I want to win. I want to be a winner. So for me, I disagree on that one, bro. We need more. We need another midfielder to come in with Rice and possibly Lavia. Yeah, I agree on that. I agree on that, bro. I agree on that. I don't mind Havertz, to be honest. Only thing that's frustrating is that money for Caicedo with some money on top would have been better. It's a damn shame that we have to pick one or the other. It's a damn shame. Hey, Northside, big up to you, bro. Big up. But this is this club. However, having 200 million to spend and dropping 100 million plus 80 to 100 million on Caicedo is our entire budget, allegedly. Well, we got more money. The club has more money. I don't know why they're not spending it. All this about we can only, that's what they comfortably want to spend. If Arsenal really wanted to spend, they can go out there and do 300, 350, but they're not serious. And they don't need to be serious because everyone's going to the armory, buying the new kits, buying the new merchandise, renewing season tickets. Why do they need to do any more than what they've done in the past? They did the bare minimum transfer. In terms of us finishing second, it's not like we finished second after having an incredible summer transfer window and January transfer window. We did the bare minimum and we got second. So this club is looking at it like, yo, let's just do it again. Yeah, bare minimum. And if it works, it works. If getting in the top 4, if it don't, it don't. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to, they don't need to. This fan base don't demand success. Big up Northside in the chat. Facts Northside, big up, bro. I don't understand this signing and don't trust Edu with this Rice deal as it stands. Which top striker or forward did you get right now, Northside? No top striker is moving any club right now from what I can see. Bro, if you pay the money, they're moving, bro. Yeah? You pay the money, they're moving. Especially when they're coming from clubs like Napoli. Yeah, with all due respect, clubs like Napoli, clubs like Brentford, clubs like Benfica. These are all selling clubs, yeah? You put the money down, you put the right money down, they're coming, bro. Yeah, I understand that we're not going to be prize and array the best players from Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. These are clubs that are elite clubs that continuously win. I understand that because we're not on that level right now. And I get it. They're bigger clubs than us. But there's loads of, bro, we can still pick a lot of other clubs that are smaller than us for their best players. Why don't we do that? Fergie used to do that all the time. Yeah, Berbatov, Tevez. You know what I'm saying? This guy used to do it all the time. Ferdinand, you know what I mean? Roy Keane, pipping it all from his closest rivals. Do you know what I mean? He even tried to go out there and get Alan Shearer. That was a god for Newcastle at the time. Still tried to prize him away. He still tried. You're not going to get them all, but if you don't try, you'll never know. So go out there and do it. You know what I mean, bro? It's a joke, man. Fuck Havertz, bro. I don't rate Havertz, bro. As a football player, I ain't rating it. I ain't backing it. I don't want him, bro. I agree, bro. Even Pepe was better than Havertz. This is what I'm saying. And Pepe was deemed a flop, bro. And Pepe's a better baller, bro. Pepe's levels above Havertz. Levels above Havertz. It's only non-Arsenal fans that I've never seen Pepe that don't rate Pepe. Pepe's a baller. But he just didn't, I don't think he's suited to the Premier League. And that is fine as well. Some players, yeah, they're not bums, but they're not suited to the Premier League. For me, I thought Werner's a good player, but he's not suited to the Premier League. He's more suited to the Bundesliga and other leagues. But with Havertz, I don't rate this guy at all. I don't rate him at all. I watched Arsenal versus Chelsea with my mate, who's a massive Chelsea fan, and I was laughing about how shit Havertz was. The gods have a sense of humor, bro. This is, what can we do? If Arsenal signed Timber for 30 million, that leaves 105 million in the transfer budget for them. So even if they sign Rice, their squad depth would potentially still be a bit short. Bro, they're not serious, bro. If they wanted to be serious, yeah, you see when Chelsea went out there and did 400 million, yeah? Exactly. How come Arsenal don't come out with ways of being able to work around the rules? Not break the rules, but find loopholes in the rules. Why don't we ever do that? Do you know why? Because they spend more time on PR, yeah, in spinning certain players into, oh, they'll come good. And Tommy, you're having good time with your friends, Tommy. Oh, you're fitting in, Tommy. Oh, Arteta's on phase 4. Then it's a youth project. Then it's Project Youth. Then it's trust the process. They spend more time on that. Chelsea go out there, meanwhile, and say, you know what? How can we get the most players that we can, yeah, of the level that we feel is required? Crap. Let's just bend around the rules and sign players on 5 to 6 and 7 year and 8 year contracts so we can spread the cost out along the contract length and get more players in and dodge FFP. When does Arsenal ever come out and do anything, yeah, innovative like that? They don't. They don't need to, because they're innovative on IG, Twitter, social media, pulling out bullshit. You know what I mean? Nah, fuck that, man. I ain't with this Havertz still, bro. This club's done. So many players who played for Chelsea were good in their previous clubs, but Chelsea just ruined them or don't know how to utilize them properly. It's bro, it's mad. Relax, lad. You're gonna get a brain chip, bro. God forbid. Let me touch wood, bro. God forbid, yeah. God forbid. Karma with that one there. But listen, bro, I'm fed up, man. I've been waiting 19 years. 19 years I've been waiting for this club to fix up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. Maybe you're not sick of it, but I'm sick of it. Havertz is shite. What is this club doing? Arteta out, Edu out, Vinay out, Garlic out, and get this ownership out. Kroenke's out. Had enough of this club. I've had enough of these Phillies that pulled that, man. Yes, Northside, don't hold back. I'm not gonna hold back, bro. This is how I feel. So I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, this is how I feel. This is how I say it. If this is the best we can do, we're fucked. All I'm saying is, I'm telling you, next season is like Game of Thrones. You know when they kept saying winter's coming, the White Walkers are coming. This next season, winter's coming, bro. Winter's coming. I'm telling you, with this bullshit, yeah, next season, Man City are going to be like the White Walkers. You know because the White Walkers on Game of Thrones were blue. Let's keep it real. They weren't white, they were blue. Yeah, and Man City's blue. So the next season is going to be the White Walkers, bro. We better get ready, bro. Man City are going to slap us up in the league. And in Europe, we are going to get our asses handed to us. I'm telling you that now. Champions League with Fabio Vieira. And Jorginho, nah, bro. Nah. Allow me. They don't go to clubs like us. No point dreaming of that unless we get bought out by Saudis, increasing our transfer budget. Nah, my standards are still up there, bro. I don't care if we get bought out or not. That is the standard if you own this club. And if they don't do it, then I'm going to call them out. It's simple as that. Any other news with other transfers, or is it just run? No, it's just run. Yeah, because your club, my club, is a piece of shit if you do support Arsenal. Yeah? Any other news? Well, why don't you go and phone up Edu and Arteta? Let's see what news they got. Because at the end of the day, I can only report on what's out there. And it doesn't seem like we're doing anything else. Yeah? Same old bullshit. Different year. But people like James, maybe you're content with it. Maybe you're content with it. But I'm not. Yeah? I got higher standards. And my standards about win or sack you. And that's it. Arteta should be sacked regardless. He shouldn't even be here right now. Disgusting signing, and they will use that pounds to get Caicedo. Northside speaking truths and facts. It needs to be said. Big up, bro. Let's trust the process, bro. No one ain't trusting no process, bro. You know what I mean? Somebody else can go trust the process. Let him go to, I don't know, the MLS club, and they can go trust the process over there in America and the MLS club. I don't want to be trusting no process. I want a proven winner that I can trust because he wins me major honors year in, year out. That's the standard. That's what I want. That's the expectations. Anything less than that, out. Can you imagine if we bought Rice, Madison, Caicedo this summer? But that's not how we do things at the Banter Club. Now, we could have done that and still got Zaha on a free. But apparently, we can work that out, but Eddie can't. Why should I care? Sorry, pardon me, but I'm annoyed. Don Edu out here making top gooners twerk for Havertz, you know, that's funny. Man's player IQ is in the bin. It's been in the bin, bro. Arteta doesn't get the best out of strikers, so what's the point in even putting a bid in? Don't get it. Get Champions League, they said. Kroenke's don't want us to be successful. Kroenke's out. Bro, he still hasn't got the best out of Nketiah. You know what I mean? He still ain't got the best out of Pepe. You know what I mean? He still ain't got the best out of Marquinhos. He still ain't got the best out of a lot of Deadwood at this club. But apparently, with Havertz, it's different. It's different with Havertz. Yeah? I don't know. He's going to make... This is what... I just thought of this. Arteta, yeah, these Arsenal idiots, yeah, coming out, yeah, talking about Arteta's gonna make Havertz better and more lethal, yeah. He hasn't even made Jesus more lethal. Let's keep it real. I love Jesus, but he's not a killer in front of goal. He's a great player, and I'll still keep him in the squad. But the reason why everyone's saying that we need an elite striker is because he's not an elite finisher. Well, if Arteta is so great at molding players and making players world class and this isn't, why can't he make Jesus a world class finisher? Let alone Eddie and Ketia. Do you know what I mean? I'm not hearing none of this, bro. How is he going to be able to get the best out of Havertz that is worse than Jesus when he can't actually get? He can't convert Jesus into being a lethal finisher. But with Havertz, all of a sudden he's going to be a lethal finisher. Don't make no sense. It makes no sense. It actually makes no sense. But there you go. This club is soft, weak, lazy, stubborn, arrogant. I don't recognize the club anymore. I've given up the feeling I experienced from the Highbury days. Me too, bro. This club is not where it used to be, bro. This club is sold out. Long time ago. We should have got Rice Madison in now, then worked with other players. Yeah, it's mad. Thanks for the money. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. End the club. Robbie will do anything for £1. No, big up Northside. Robbie is a weirdo, fam. Robbie is delusional. Glad to see you're cooking these fools, Northside. Absolutely disgraceful. People comparing KDB's Salah situation to Havertz is an absolute piss take. Big up to you, bro. Come on, man. You know they can't get away with that on this channel, bro. Man will cook them. Man will cook them because the math ain't mathing. Big up, bro, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. People, make sure you go and subscribe to JT Warren TV as well. Big up to you, bro. I really appreciate it. Robbie is a madman. Robbie is delusional. He's in club's pockets. Arteta can scream for Victor Osimhen, but Edu and Vinay will just shut it down. Well, then he should walk, because I would walk. I wouldn't let them ruin my reputation. I'd walk. I say, you know what? You like don't want to get the players that are necessary for us to get over the line. I'm walking. I'm out. Yeah, and that's one thing I used to love about Mourinho. Mourinho would not have it. Yeah. Oh, well, you don't want to back me. You don't want to win. Yeah. Right. I'm either walking away or I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. I'm calling out the board. This club ain't got no ambition. This club don't want to get elite players. This club don't want to do the nitty and gritty. Do you know what I mean? That's why I rate managers like Conte and Mourinho, because they'll just call it out, bro. They don't care. They're like, bro, don't think these lot, finishing second, these lot not winning nothing is to do with me. Ain't nothing to do with me. These lot are losers. The ownership of this club is losers. Yeah, the managers are bro. It ain't me, bro. You know what I mean? That is what I loved about Mourinho and Conte, bro. They'll just call it out. None of this Arteta knows you can't call it out because he knows he's shit. He ain't gonna get another club of this stature ever again in his career. He's gonna be finished. I'm telling you, next season's getting sacked. I'm telling you, he's getting sacked. He's getting sacked because he can't win the league. And now there's no more, oh, it's progression, or we just got into the top four. You're already in the top four, my guy, and you finished second. Anything below that is a failure. Yeah, bro, I can believe it. 100 million we're spending on Havertz. Yeah, with wages included. Yeah, it's a joke, bro. Absolute joke. Watch, they're waiting for Arteta to speak for his reasons for Havertz so they can copy what he said and run with the narrative. We've seen this shit for 3 years now. Facts. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what it is. They're waiting for Papa Arteta to come out there and give them their little excuse, as to a little justification as to why we got him. To sign Havertz is 100% a total mockery. The board and Edu all laughing at Arsenal fans. Your owners ain't serious, Northside. They're more busy in their ABA team than investing for you guys. Yeah, what is it, Denver Nuggets or whatever, they won. Yeah, they don't care about Arsenal. You know what I mean? And your club, Real Madrid, an actual elite club, it didn't take you lot long to get Bellingham in through the deal. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad what can be done when you actually go out there and put the money down. But listen, this club, it works in mysterious ways. Objectives and revenue, but yes, competitive sport. What's this here? What's What's you lot saying? But I've got Northside, a nice mention about Jordans, bro. Big up, bro. Big up. You already know, bro. You already know what time it is. Big up Northside. Chill, my bro. Ain't worth it. I hear you though. Still, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm actually sick of it. Havertz will get 10 goals max. He's shit. Facts. No side, I agree with what you said before. Madison, a far better option. Yes, he was relegated, but I'm still taking him instead of Havertz. We definitely won't get Madison now. Nah, we ain't getting Madison. Timber's inverted. That's all we need. Bruv, it's a joke thing, man. Absolute joke thing. And then he's still here chilling. Yeah, man. Versatile, innit? It's all about versatility. Until then, versatile players flop, and then this fan base says, "Oh, we've got a thin squad." Well, you got a thin squad of the players that you wanted, versatile players that are jack of all trades and master of none. That is Arsenal fan base. Can you get me a player that is jack of all trades and master of none, and we're happy? We're happy. Arsenal can spend 400 million. Facts, bro. They could, but they just don't want to, because that's not the ambition. Isn't to win. It's to just get Champions League money, get the revenue up. I heard that the shares have gone up as well. I saw an article. Arsenal shares have gone up this season. Yeah, it's mad. Look how united the fan base have been this season. Look how the stock shares went up. Look how everything goes up when you're competing and you're trying to take it seriously and you're actually trying to go to win major honors. Everything goes up with success. But at the end of the day, this fan base, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. It's actually mad. People, make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe. Let me go through 1-2 more comments. Northside, I can see you finishing 5th and your fans getting gassed because it's 5th gets you Champions League next season. Northside, most of your fans are losers. Facts, bro. They are losers. They are losers. And coming from a Real Madrid fans, they got to take it because there's nothing else they can say to you. You know what I mean? Pepe is a baller, but he's being mistreated by this manager. Facts, bro. But he can't get the best out of Pepe, but all of a sudden he can get the best out of Havertz. But Havertz is worse than Pepe. Do you get what I mean? It don't make no sense. Like, it don't make no sense. Big up Northside, Raw Arsenal fan. Big up, bro. Big up, big up. I've got an expensive bottle of scotch, and I'll open it when Arteta gets sacked next season. Still fuming about bottling the league. So am I, bro. So am I. Listen, people. Arteta will have spent 700 mil at the end of this window. Yeah? Just let that. But apparently, we can't compete with Man City. But look at the money that we're spending. Absolute joke. People, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell notification. And listen, this is a joke signing. Havertz ain't good enough. The club ain't good enough. Sack Edu, sack Vinay, sack the Cronkies. And hopefully we can bin off half this flipping fan base, because half of this fan base, the majority of them are losers. You lot are some real ones, and there are a few ones out there, but we're the minority. Anyway, without further ado, I'm out.